Okay. Now to our REST API part. So let's come back here. And yeah, first of all, this gets quite messy, so we should refactor it later. But this can be a task for you as well. So first of all, let's try to get all posts for our user. So I would just say app.get, let's call it REST slash let's see, REST slash projects slash user ID slash, oh, that's fine. That's all we need to get it from our user. So let's see. What are we doing here? We're making a GET request to this, and this is resolving the specific user. And then we get all projects from the user and we send it back as JSON. So this should be it to get all of our projects. Let's see. So first of all, this is our ID. So what do we have to do? We have to make a call to localhost slash rest slash projects slash 4, I believe. Yeah, and as you can see, this are all of our projects from our user. So if another user is logging in, they have a different ID, and they can consume their content. Okay, let's go ahead and create a second project. Second one, easy as well. Create project, and as you can see, we are getting all of them here. So now we only need one more to get a single project. So quite similar. Let's say get a single project from user. App.get projects user ID project ID from a user, pass int, and user ID this one. REST projects user ID. Let's see if this was the trick. So let's grab the one with the ID of 3. Yeah, and as you can see, this is how you can get a specific project. So this is all I want to show you, and now I want to show you how you can use Sveltekit to consume this API. So what do we need to do? First of all, let's come over here and say create Sveltekit. Create a project. There we go. This was what I was looking for, and let's just say frontend. Yes, install. We want to. Oh fuck! Back. My mistake. Skeleton project. Let's use TypeScript. Let's use pretty and ESLint. And now let's go to this project, run npm install. Wait a second. Until it's done loading. Okay. And now let me change the port to 5200. And let's run npm run dev. Open it up. Here. And this is our Sveltekit application. So all we have to do now is inside our routes folder, we can create like a layout file. So let's say plus layout.svelte and create a slot in here. And this is like the page that gets rendered on, or the content that gets rendered on every page we will define. So let's say our blog, and as you can see, our blog as well. Now, if you want to create a new route, let's say we call it let's say we call it ID, and we also create a .page.swelt in here, our block, and we are now navigating to whatever. We're getting our block as well. So this layout file gets rendered on every page. So I want to create a block route, and inside the block route I want to create a single params page, a dynamic page. So let's come in here, let's say .page.swelt. Don't worry if you don't understand that much, I will make another course on Sveltekit only. I just want to show you how Svelte is working, basically. So this is our block. Okay, what do we have to do on this page? Let's say we have only a link /block to block. And now we're on our block route. So what do we need to do here? We need to get all of our blocks to display. So what you can do in Svelte, I just show you the REST API path. You can also do it server-side rendering, but this is for later. So we can create a script block, and we can make normal fetch requests. So let's say as soon as a component is mounting, we say const block posts equals await fetch. We will provide our localhost 3000. Let's check what our, where is it? Yeah, this is our route we need. So 4 is our user in our case. So let's make it async. Const JSON, and let's see what we are getting. Getting an error, or are we on the right track? Let's see. Looks like there is an error. Yeah, course has been blocked. This is because Express does not allow any other origin to consume this part. This is security stuff. So we need to install course for that. So npm install course. I hope it was course, yes. Enable course. App.use. Oh, how was it? Import course from course. Oh yeah, let's install the TypeScript declaration for it as well. npm install -d add types /core. This was not what I was looking for. So let's say express course. Express course middleware. Const, yeah. App.use course. npm install course. I thought I did it. npm install course. And now let's enable course and try it again. Maybe I made a typo mistake. Oops, it's not working for some reason. npm install -d add types /course. There we go. Now the error gone away, and allow all origins. Let's see this one for now. So now this is quite different. Origin star. Yeah, there we go. This should be it, like so. Start up our server again, and let's see if we are still getting the same error or if it's resolved. Yeah, as you can see, here's our content from our backend API. So all we can do, or all we have to do, is now display it in some kind of list. So let's say let blog posts, and then here just say blog post.json. And now you are assigning a constant you are assigning to a const. Oops, sorry. No, I'm not assigning. You're assigning to a const. I'm not assigning to a const. Res. And then we can make this const. There we go. Now we need to loop over the blog post. So hashtag each blog posts as post. Let's say this is a card, and we have an h1 with our post.title. This is name and not title, and a description with post.description. Each blog post. Now this is fine. Or we can also like do, if we're using TypeScript, type blog post, ID, number, name, description. Blog post is an array of blog posts. There we go. Let's get back, and as you can see, there are our blog posts, and now we just need a link to href read more. I mean, there isn't more to read, but I just want to show you how it's working. And as soon as we click on read more, we want to fetch the specific one for the page. All right, so let's come back here, create a script tag on mount, again async, and let's say the const ID is page, page.params.id. I think, let's log it out for a second. I'm not quite sure if this is how we get the ID, but I think this was it. Yeah, as you can see, there is a 4. So yes, this is a specific ID from our blog post. So what do we have? We have a user ID as well, and in our case it's 4. You can change it to however your account is. And this is then user ID, and this is the normal ID. Let's see. And let's just log the JSON to see if we are on the right track. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, as you can see, this is our single blog post. So I would extract this one to, let's name it types.ts and export it like so. Come back here, import it, and now we can reuse it here as well. So let single blog post, it's a blog post, oops, blog post, what is this, or undefined, and right now it's undefined. This is so buggy. So let's just copy it over. Import type blog post from /types. And of course, we have to make language TypeScript. And then we can just say single blog post. Let's make this lowercase equals to JSON. And now let's just dump the blog post itself. As you can see, this is our content for our single blog post. These are all. And that's how you can fetch data using a REST API. But now I want to show you some, so you don't have to hard code your user ID here. So let's come here and let's create a .env file. And now we have to look up Sveltekit public env variable. So we go. Let's take this one. We need static public. So yeah, it's prefixed with the public. So let's come here. Public user ID, in our case it's 4, and public backend URL is this one. So let's see. Yeah, right. And now let's come back to our routes, to our blog page, and let's import public user ID dot app static public. There we go, and let's just log out our user ID to see if we received the 4. There we go. As you can see, there's a 4. And same with our backend URL. So backend, public backend URL. There we go. And now we can modify this request. So const res equals public backend URL, public user ID. So we can remove that, save it. And as you can see, we are getting the correct post for our user. So let's remove this and copy this to our single route here and make the same adjustments here as well. Public backend URL, public user ID, and then we can remove this, we can remove that. And if we click on our page, we're getting all of our blog posts. So this is how you can use environment variables to fetch content from your own small CMS. Let's just create another one. Click create, come back, and as you can see, here's a third one. Read more. There's your content. So this was like a small introduction on how you can use a REST API or an API in general to consume data for your application. I hope you like it. Please leave a comment, and an in-depth tutorial on Sveltekit will be followed. Bye bye.